After years of careful research and advanced technology, we finally made a guitar string that lasts forever. Introducing the eternal tone. Never break, never corrode. When it comes to electric guitar strings, I'll be honest, my standard isn't that high. I don't really think there's a huge difference between electric guitar string brands. Whether it's the Dario, Elixir, or Slinky, they all feel pretty much similar to me. Indeed, the set I'm using right now is just a random Korean brand that costs about $2 a set. And it works perfectly fine for me. A lot of players use Elixir strings because they last forever, and I agree. But they're also expensive. And for someone like me who owns multiple electric guitars, putting Elixirs on all of them feels a bit of luxury. But unlike electric guitar, the string actually matters for acoustic guitars. And there are various choices of acoustic guitar strings in the market. Phosphor bronze, 80-20 bronze, coated strings, treated strings, and etc. But acoustic guitar strings back in the days were all made with nickel, just like electric guitars. They were durable, smooth, and resistant to corrosion, but one of the downsides of nickel strings was that they sounded a bit boring. They sounded very flat and lacking in sparkle. And that's where bronze strings came in the 1940s. Bronze gave acoustic guitars a brighter, alive sound with more presence and overtones, and it completely changed the market. The new bronze strings became so popular that nickel strings slowly disappeared from the market. However, one of the downsides of copper-based alloys is that bronze is much more corrosive than nickel. Over time, bronze strings react with air, moisture, and sweat, which causes that dark tarnish and dulling of tone as time goes by. When Martin reissued their Monel strings decades later as the Martin Retro series, I remember I was in high school back then. It was around 2016 or something. They advertised them as long-lasting. And I used to wonder where that idea was coming from, but it actually makes perfect sense. Nickel is used for materials that need to resist corrosion. So things like coins, ship propellers, aerospace parts, and even medical instruments. But you never see coppers used for those purposes, right? That's exactly why coated string technologies from brands like Elixir or the Dario make so much sense. Bronze undeniably has that warm, rich, resonant tone, but it also corrodes and oxidizes faster than nickel. Coatings are basically the modern solution that lets us enjoy bronze's beautiful tone while protecting it from its natural weakness. Other than the fully coated strings like Elixir, there are also brands such as Martin and Cleartone that use what's called a treated approach. Instead of adding a physical polymer coating over the wire, they apply a chemical treatment that bonds to the metal surface itself. So my Ferk Acoustic just broke a string. It's only been about 2 weeks since I put on a new string set and the first string snapped. This time I decided to try Martin Retro 013 gauge. Most people use 012s, but I personally prefer 013 because I play a lot of alternative tunings and the slightly heavier gauge gives me the tension that I need when I'm tuning it down. Over the years, I've tried just about every type of acoustic strings out there: phosphor bronze, 80-20 bronze, coated and treated. But after all these experiments, I decided to go back to mono. My problem is these strings are incredibly hard to find in the Korean market because the demand is so low. Most players today use Elixir coated strings on their acoustics, so it's so rare to see these things on store shelves. When I restrung my G-Wood maple guitar, which I reviewed earlier on this channel, even the guitar tech said he had never seen anyone use Monel strings before. But honestly, there's no reason not to try them. Sure, they sound a bit flatter compared to bronze strings, but they cost about half the price of Elixirs, and they last forever. So today, I'm going to try these strings, let you hear how they sound, and you can decide yourself if the tone is something you like or not. Gosh, actually, you know what? While I'm restringing, my tool got broke. If you see right over here. So the bridge pin is not coming off. So I have to run to the music store. Okay, so I just came back from the music store and I just asked them to set up my guitar because I was just there anyway. So yeah, the string has been all restrung to Martin Monell. So as you can see here, strings kind of looks like electric guitar. It sounds amazing. So, what do you think about the Monell strings? Personally, I find they sound a lot more woody and natural compared to bronze strings. They don't add that artificial shimmer on top. Instead, they feel more transparent, letting your guitar's true voice come through. It's like they represent the character of your instrument rather than coloring it. But that's just how I hear it. I'm really curious to know what you think. Have you ever tried Monell strings or are you planning to? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below.